back, folks. Let's replay Deus Ex. And when last we left off, I found a merchant in the canal area between the Wan Chai market and Tonnochi Road that I'd never seen before. A woman piloting a sampan, selling weapon mods that some people had uncovered in the collapsed canal road. I'm gonna have to go check that area out at some point. Apparently, there are some really nice things there that I might be able to grab. It's the reason why I've kept hold of the rebreather. I still have 2,677 credits, so I don't need to worry about that expenditure that I wasn't expecting. And with everything done in that area behind me, it's time to head to Tonnochi Road proper, and go and meet Maggie Chow. Let's go! We don't get far into Tonnochi Road before somebody comes up to talk to us. This man here.
You are an unfamiliar face on Tonnochi Road.
I'm here on business from Gordon Quick.
You are here to speak to Miss Chow, perhaps. Half a block down on the left.
Thank you.
The woman is a snake. Believe nothing she says.
That was a very unfortunate camera angle for that conversation. Those sort of things don't happen very often, but when they do, they're quite amusing. And what are you doing up there, cat? How did you even get there? And how are you going to get back down? Either way, there are a few more things that this person can tell us.
I myself have been watching Miss Chow. She just met with Max Chen, leader of the Red Arrow.
Oh? I wonder what they spoke of.
You may go about your business.
I will, but I just want to learn a few more things from you first.
We had an agent in the building across the street, but he left for business in the United States.
Are you referring to Paul?
Don't let yourself be fooled.
I won't, don't worry.
Maggie Chow is a clever woman.
I can imagine.
You may go about your business.
Will do. There aren't that many people we can talk to here, and I hope you get down from there soon, cat. I wish you luck in that regard. There's this person here, and there are a few people further down this road. And she's decided to go into here.
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go.
It's not a bad place. This is where Maggie Chow is.
My mother said there's too much fighting. I have to stay here.
There wasn't any fighting there that I saw.
I don't hear any fighting.
Indeed.
The triads know better than to cause trouble in public.
I did see a conflict in the Canal Road area, but that is out of the way.
I hate Tonnochi Road.
What's wrong with it?
I don't hear any fighting.
We're going to be talking to you later. For now, we're going to head this way and see what that person was talking about when he said that there was an agent positioned across the way from this hotel. The hotel, by the way, is called Queen's Tower. Now, we can set this to go up and then very quickly go into here and see Agent Spunty. What are you doing here? Are you spying on people that use this elevator? Clever idea. But how are you going to get out of here? By using this button? Good idea. What's the purpose of this? I don't know, but it's here. Let's call the lift back, shall we? And engage in some very precarious jumping. This could get me killed, so I'm definitely going to save before I do it. So long, Agent Spunty. We'll meet again, I'm sure. The lift brings us to here, and what's here but a very, very, very long flight of stairs that winds this way and that, and also goes that way. We can check that way out briefly, but I think it leads, to somewhere that we can't go into. But somewhere up here is this ladder. And this ladder leads us to the top of this building. It's a long, long way down, but you'll notice that there is a way to go this way beneath you. And I'm going to save right now because it is a long way down, and even having max in the augmentation that reduces fall damage is not going to save you here. So I need to be very careful. We can go to here, and we can get back to there through this small hole, and there is a way this way. One careful jump, and here we are. You can see a pair of binoculars and a sniper rifle with some ammunition. This was where the American agent was stationed. We can only presume that it was Paul. It could have been Jock, but I don't think Jock would do something like this. Now the difficult part. Getting back. This could go wrong. It went wrong. But I didn't perish. I nearly perished, though. You can see how little health I have. Getting down from here is going to be very tricky. I could try, though. You know what? Let's see if we can. Let us heal up our health. Heal all of it. That consumed nearly all of our healing supplies. I'm going to see if you can survive this. I'm going to load it up because I don't want to lose all these medkits, but I'm just curious. If we drop to here, you can survive it from there. Probably not from all the way up there, though. So, let's load this up and give it another go. This time, with less falling to our doom. We'll activate this and jump very carefully, like so. Grab this and then jump like that. Much better. But hey, the more you know, you can technically survive that fall, if you're really lucky. Now, let's head back down and go beyond the Queen's Tower Hotel and talk to a few people that can give you a few hints on other ways that you can get in to Queen's Tower. They are, however, ways that will consume a lot of resources, and we want to keep all of our resources, just in case we might need them. Over here is
I bet you come from the market. That's where I want to go.
Well, it's just down there. You have to go past the canal area. Watch out for the person with the flamethrower. There is a giant robot here telling you you don't want to cause any trouble down here. It's a poor idea to do so. And then there are these two here. First there's you.
You missed them. They left over an hour ago.
Who's this they that you're referring to?
Guess they're painting up there. Saw it on their boots when they came out of the alley.
Painting?
I used to paint myself. Think they're hiring?
I don't know. Why don't you ask them?
I used to paint myself. Think they're hiring?
And then there's this person called Boat Person.
I'm looking for a way into this building.
Use front of building. Only try out use sidewalk living back.
Good advice.
There's a lift to the side, right there.
Best advice, avoid red arrow.
Oh?
Alley not safe. Stay in street.
Will do.
Very many triad members. This part of Wan Chai.
I've only seen one so far.
Alley not safe. Stay in street.
There is somebody else we can talk to, though. I believe over here, yep, is a member of the Red Arrow that we can talk to. Somebody that I never really noticed on my first playthrough because I went immediately to the Queen's Tower Hotel.
Maggie Chow wants to see me. I assume that's her hotel across the street?
That is correct.
How do I get up to see her?
The main elevator. Maggie Chow would be angry if you arrive any other way.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
I saw you speaking to that thug over there. Unwise.
Why?
You were a tourist? Visit the Lucky Money while you're in Wan Chai.
I wonder if we didn't speak to that person if he wouldn't say that.
I saw you speaking to that thug over there. Unwise.
I don't think he has any more dialogue, and there isn't really that much that you can look at here. Let's go into the hotel.
My mother said there's too
See
much
about
fighting.
finding
I have to
the way
stay
to
here.
Maggie Chow.
Welcome to Queen's Tower.
Thank you. It's nice to be here.
You may use the residential directory computer if you know how.
Oh, I do know how.
The 7th floor is closed for renovations.
Wow, you almost sounded convincing there. You didn't sound convincing at all. There's something going on.
All guests must use the main elevator.
Okay, we won't use the other elevator.
Again, I apologize for not providing additional assistance.
You've been fine. You should probably answer that.
You may use the residential directory computer if you know how.
Let's read this. Party Leader Zan, I was much inspired by your speech to our local community resource center and wish to do my part in helping to maintain a free China. As you have said, there are many threats to that freedom both from within and without. It is with glad heart then that I'm able to inform you of suspicious activities on the part of Dr. Tracy Feng. Dr. Feng has declared on a number of occasions that he believes cases of grey death are going untreated, a situation I cannot believe the party would permit, and has often been observed leaving at odd hours on what he declares to be family emergencies. I believe that Dr. Feng is a good individual with the best hopes for Hong Kong and China at heart, and could thus benefit from counselling. Miss Chow was kind enough to bring this to my attention, and should be saluted for the many hours of entertainment and happiness she has brought to the Chinese people. It seems like they're trying to cover up the Grey Death and how dangerous it is. I doubt that's going to work for very long. But if you're not going to answer the phone, I will.
You are not a recognized user for this device.
Fair enough, that is quite true. Let's have a look around. That is where the penthouse elevator is. Also, there's a camera right here, and there's another camera around the corner watching the elevators. In here is a tiny amount of money, and a security computer terminal that we are going to be looking into to see what we can do. We can turn off the camera, we can open this door, we can also turn off this camera and this camera, so we're going to be going into that side area before we use the elevator. Let's read this residential directory. We have the lobby, which provides information about the Queen's Tower Hotel. Regretfully, the recreation floor is reserved for residents. Darn! And I wanted to use that swimming pool. There is Kit Lam Way. We can't access their information. We can't access their information. Or the information here. Or this information. This is interesting, though. This floor is currently undergoing renovations in our effort to create the most modern, comfortable living space possible for future residents. If you would like to examine the floor prior to leasing or purchasing a residence here, please sign in with our on-site manager and use the code 3444. The Queen's Tower cannot, of course, be held responsible for any accidents incurred during unescorted tours of the work area. We may have a look there at some point. Miss Chow grants you access. Please use the private penthouse elevator. We will, but not right now. Agent Ben, what are you doing here? Spying on Maggie Chow? A sensible idea. Let me know if she leaves or goes to meet anyone, okay? Okay. And stay safe, alright? We have many enemies now. We must be cautious. We're going to go to this area that we've opened up and briefly speak to you. You're armed with a sniper rifle. I don't want to get on your bad side.
Strangers in Hong Kong should stay near the market.
Why is that?
The side streets are not safe for tourists at night.
Seems pretty safe with you being armed with that gun.
You should always carry a map.
It does help to have a map.
The side streets are not safe for tourists at night.
Let's go and have a look at that area. I believe we have to go over here. Yep. Past this really formidable looking robot and into this area. Let's be careful just in case there's any... Ooh. There's a ladder here. We'll climb this. And up here. Ooh. Well, this isn't working. We could go down, and that's actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to head down, not up, and get to this area here that appears to have nothing of any particular interest. Fair enough. We could use this elevator, I believe, but I think it's better that we don't. We could go down here and head back. It's nice to see that there is an alternate entrance, but I think I'm going to be using the main entrance. And then I'm going to be doing something that you wouldn't think to do when you first play this game. We have the code to get up to here, but I'm going to use the elevator for the penthouse, which will bring me to the place where Miss Chow lives. Let's go up. It's a pretty quick elevator ride. What was that? That was a door with infinite lock and door strength. And I can hear a laser there. There's something odd going on here, but then you probably knew that when you were on your way to this place. And also, these doors do not stay open for very long. Let's speak to you.
I'm looking for Maggie Chow.
You must be Mr. Denton. Miss Chow has been expecting you. She is waiting in the living room. Please follow me.
Normally, you would follow the maid and go straight to talk to Miss Chow.
I will accompany you.
We are not going to be following Mei Sung here. We're going to be exploring. We're going to check out everywhere else first. Not there just yet. We'll go around the corner, and she will be leading you down to here, where Maggie Chow is waiting to have a word. We're not going to
The
go
floor
that
coverings
way.
were made by hand in Tibet.
Oh, certainly looks expensive. Don't mind me, I'm just going to go this way. And then she's going to start following us. Because we are not doing what she told us to. We're going to go into this room here.
I think it is time for you to leave.
I think it's time for me to keep snooping around and head to this security computer terminal. Notice that she just drew a gun on us. And she was pretty good with that gun. 2 shots there, and she took our torso health down to 28 and our right arm health to 37. That was a nasty pair of hits. Maggie Chow is not going to care about this. She didn't hear the conflict, and even if she did, I doubt she was going to do very much. Fortunately, you have a medkit, and now that we've dealt with you, we can explore at our leisure. If you haven't guessed already, we're not going to be talking to Maggie Chow. We don't want to hear what she has to say. We've already been told that she's going to lie to us. And lie she most certainly will. Hello Maggie, I swear I will never forget your birthday again. July 18th is marked on my calendar forever. Lewis. That may be something for a code. Let's get into this. And oh look! MJ12net. If you didn't think that there was something up with the sound of the lasers, and the fact that there are loads of other ways that you can get into this area, and the fact that there is a security terminal at all, this should tell you that there is something very much up with this setup. Oh look! There's this area here, and we can open this door, turn off this camera for the 7th floor, and turn off this camera for the security station. There are a lot of MJ12 troopers there. I think there are 5 in that small place. Here is Insurgent by X, and this book is Typhoon by Lin Yao. A little bit of reading, and I want to look at this. Mr. Hundley, it has become necessary to change my system password since it may have become compromised. I will encrypt the new password and forward it to you shortly. Please note that any access attempts made by Typhoon should be tagged and traced for interrogation. There's something up, but then again, we've already established that by seeing that this place runs on the MJ12 net. We want this money, and we also want to avoid the cat. 100 credits? Anything in here? We can hear more lasers, another clue that there's something definitely up. And let's go to the other places that we can go to. There's this place over here. There's something we can read. When you have the time, Mei-sung, I would suggest that you read 2 of my favourite books, Insurgent and Typhoon. I believe you'll find both of them as illuminating as I have. They're in my office if you'd like to borrow them. Maggie. I wonder if that is a way to figure out a password, but we're not going to need it because we can easily find the way into that area that would otherwise be inaccessible. Don't mind me, Maggie. I'm sure you can hear me moving past you. We're not going to talk to you. Instead, we're going to go over to here and look at this conspicuous paper lantern that can be used. What's this? A way into a secret area? Yes, indeed. Welcome to the MJ12 part of Maggie Chow's apartment. We are in some serious trouble just being here because there are a lot of MJ12 troopers, as I said, and if we're not careful, we could end up in quite a scuffle. I believe we can attract the attention of one person by just walking around here. There's one person. Hello. You're going to come over here and then... Or are you not going to come over here? Usually, you run over here, but...
Hello? Whoever's out there is in serious
trouble.
trouble.
Oh, no. I'm not in any trouble. Please come over here. You're not going to, are you? You're not? Okay. You're going to make things tricky, are you?
Nerves, I guess.
Yep, just nerves. Just ignore that I'm here. You're going to head back down. You're going to head over to there. Okay, we know you're there. We need to get to here.
Greetings, JC Denton. I have been observing you through this fascinating device in your skull. You have found the proof we needed. The Dragon's Tooth Sword. There, inside the glass case. If you wish to be my ally, you will retrieve the sword and await my instructions.
Fair enough. Can do. We have the minor problem of all these MJ-12 troopers here. And they are pretty observant. They are very observant. We could avoid fighting them, but I don't feel like avoiding fighting them, and that is not the right menu at all. We are going to start a fight. And we can do that using the sniper rifle. Just line this shot up. And, oh, you did not perish, which is unfortunate because everyone else is going to be alerted, and then we're going to fire a rocket at them. This will get rid of most of them, and then you will perish, and you will perish eventually, and I appear to have got myself stuck. I think I can get myself unstuck by, yep, crouching. I got stuck right there in that tiny hole. Unfortunate. I think Maggie Chow knows that we're somewhere we're not meant to be, which is unfortunate for her, because I think she's going to get into a lot of trouble with her boss.
Ms. Chow, we are reassigning you temporarily. Put the long-term agenda on hold until Versa Life has met its deadline. It will be months and probably years before the Red Arrow can influence Beijing, whereas, well, I'm sure you heard about my appointment. We are in position to make a grab for Washington. We can't let this one slip through our fingers. Make sure the process stays on schedule.
Walton Simons is trying to make a grab for Washington. Well, he's using the position as the head of FEMA to forward his agenda. We'll need to keep in mind that he's doing that. There shouldn't be anyone else here, and there isn't. Let's see about if we can do anything using this computer here, this terminal. Probably not. Nope, nothing that we couldn't already do somewhere else. We can grab their money, however, and look at all of these goodies here, including a lockpick. Now, we could spend some lockpicks opening this up, or we could just fire at this. I wanted to make this encounter here so much cleaner and fancier, but of course everything went horribly wrong. But we ended up winning, and that's all that matters. Let's grab these goodies. A weapon mod for clip, some ammo here, and some sabot shells. Now we want to put this on the sniper rifle, and we'll want to make some room in a little bit, because we're going to be taking that item there, and it takes up a lot of space. Now we can press this, and that opens up a way into here, confirming once again that Maggie Chow is involved with MJ-12. We can open up the way to the 7th floor there, and we can head up and find a way to get to the roof. There we go. Now let us go and get that sword. We'll go this way so we don't set the alarm off again, and we will have a look here. New data cube transcript. MC. No, you took the sword. You took it from the wrong place and the wrong people, and now you're in pain. You know how much I hate to see you in pain, baby. MC there stands for Maggie Chow. I'm the dragon head of the Red Arrow Triad, and you are a hollow woman. I'm much more than that, Yuan. I'm the only thing standing between you and a world of hurt and darkness and shame. Tell me where the sword is, and maybe you'll die soon. And you are a bad actress. Unknown sound. And you have one less finger. Well, that's evidence that Maggie Chow did in fact kill the previous leader of the Red Arrow. We already were told that Gordon Quick had suspicions. There's the proof. Let's open the weapon case. There are some reports here of suspicious activity near the Luminous Path compound. This is talking about us. An alert here about JC Denton, again about us, and Walton Simons about Triad Control. And again, talking about us. And the stolen SH-187 helicopter.
club. If you can make peace among the triads, then perhaps I can help you in your difficulties.
I'll certainly try. We're gonna have to make some room here, because that sword takes up 4 slots in our inventory. And we don't have much room, but we can make some room. I think we're going to have to drop a few things, though. I want to keep the rebreather, but we're going to have to drop all of those grenades, and we're going to have to drop the scrambler grenade, so that we can take, in our possession, the Dragon's Tooth Sword. Oh yes, it looks like a lightsaber, and in many ways it acts like a lightsaber. The base damage, 100. Skill, low tech. If you've been speccing into low tech so far, this is the weapon that makes it all worth it. A true weapon of a modern warrior, the Dragon's Tooth is not a sword in the traditional sense, but a nanotechnologically constructed blade that is dynamically forged on command into a non-eutactic solid. Nanoscale wetting devices ensure that the blade is both unbreakable and lethally sharp. This thing is going to one-hit kill a lot of people that we come up against. This also makes sneaking around very much worth it. You can sneak up behind people and one-hit kill them. Also, it does emit a glow. It's not visible right here, but it's certainly visible in darker places. And when we come back, folks, we have confirmed that Maggie Chow, surprise surprise, is working with MJ12 and have recovered the Dragon's Tooth Sword. Now we need to go to the Lucky Money Club and talk to Max Chen, and inform him of this treachery. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. You may be wondering, is there going to be a medical bot in our near future? The answer is no. No, there is not. We're going to be healing soon enough, but not just yet. Later.